Okay, welcome back. We've been MIA, I guess, since November.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We took a little break,
Yeah.
and I don't know that it was unexpected, but kind of for
Yeah.
as long as it's been.
Yeah, we didn't plan on the break exactly.
No, it just needed to happen.
Yeah. And I think it was nice it fell on the holidays for these purposes because maybe everybody was taking a little break.
Yeah.
So now it's January and we're going to get back at it.
Yeah.
So
And we're excited to be back. We are.
No, we're excited to be back. And new space.
Yeah.
If you see a cat wandering around, I do have one of those. She's here too.
She's the sweetest.
She's back here. Y'all can't see her, but she's going to pop up here with Victoria.
I'll be so excited.
Yeah, Victoria will be happy. And we don't know what we want to talk about exactly yet because there's a lot.
There's a lot to unpack since, what is it, 2.5 months we've been gone?
Yeah, so a lot of ground to cover.
Yep.
Okay, where do you want to start?
I was really going to let you take the lead, believe that or not. I was really going to let that be in your court.
Well, for right now, I hope y'all appreciate dark humor because
It's a coping mechanism.
we've been gone because my mom died. And that's really the only reason. Besides some other things we already wanted to work on, but we wouldn't have stopped episodes for that. So I'm fidgeting because
What else would you do? Yeah.
nobody wants to talk about this. And at her funeral, everybody was like, I didn't even know she was sick. And she was really private. And now I just hope she's fine with me talking about her business.
Well, we did an episode talking about her business with her approval when
Yes.
she first got diagnosed.
Yeah, so we'll have to go back to that one if y'all want to listen to it. That was 2024.
Yeah.
And she got diagnosed with colon cancer. And the original time I found out, I was like hyperventilating.
That was a bad day. You texted me from the break room and
Yeah.
said, come in here.
Yeah.
And I knew something was wrong.
And I'm sure I didn't share that earlier because I wouldn't have wanted mom to know.
Right.
But it was a routine colonoscopy, if you will.
Yes, because there was some family history.
Family history. And she had some things leading up to that. Like she was really tired. So we need to do blood work
She was anemic, yes. And then
They
she
were
was doing
like-
her iron infusions
Yes.
regularly.
to give her the energy to feel
Yes.
better.
And it worked
And it worked.
until it didn't.
And then it didn't. And so they were like, okay, we have to see where all this is going then.
Yes.
So colonoscopy. And my aunt took her. I was at work. I didn't think much about her having the actual colonoscopy.
You were chill
I was
that day.
like, that was routine. It was
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then while I'm at work and my Aunt Joy calls me, I was like, oh no. Like first,
I literally, verbally was like, uh-oh.
yeah,
When Joy called you instead of text you.
because why?
Why would you call instead of saying, hey, she's out, everything's fine?
Or not even that. They probably wouldn't even have texted me until they were home.
Right, and your mom's like home with a cheeseburger or something.
Right.
I don't even know.
I truly probably was not
Eating my
expecting to
milkshake.
hear anything.
Yeah.
So I go to the break room and take the phone call. And if y'all have had a colonoscopy, you get the results back immediately.
Immediate.
So mom's still kind of out of it, but was in it enough to tell Joy, you have to call Jordan right now. She is not going to take this well. Of
And
course,
correct.
and you're right. And of course, they hadn't officially sent off any results yet, but he said he knew by looking at it, it was cancerous. He
Yes.
couldn't even get through the whole exam. There was a blockage.
He barely started.
Yes. So I'm hyperventilating. I text Victoria, come to the kitchen.
We ended up in your car somehow.
I was still on the phone with Joy. You heard the last of
Yeah,
the conversation.
I did.
And then I was going to take a second outside.
Mm.
And I took half an anti-anxiety med.
Yeah, you did. You needed that. That's what that's for.
Yes, emergencies. And I came back into work.
Yeah.
Joy
And I
brought mom home.
I think the blocking started that day.
The delusion started that day.
The blocking started immediately, yes.
I was like, oh, okay, yeah, it's going to be fine. Then we get the test results back. We meet with oncology surgeons,
Mm-hmm.
and they're
Multiple of each.
Yeah, because we met with people here. We met with people in Nashville.
Yeah.
I think mom felt an urgency to have the surgery. And I don't know if that was just her urgency or the doctors or both, but she wanted that out of her.
I think for anyone, I think it's human nature. Once you know you have like this mass inside of you that's like blocking them even completing a simple, not simple, but a basic procedure like a colonoscopy, you're like, get it out.
Get it out. Let's go.
And then I'm better.
Right.
I might not be cured, but I'm absolutely better.
So I think when I heard that was the next step, I was like, oh, it's going to be great.
Yeah, they'll get it out.
And I felt like the surgeon felt confident. Mom felt like the surgeon felt confident. Everything went well that day as far as she still seemed so good after. Like, not even a problem of surgery.
No, she was a trooper.
Yeah. So they removed the mass and they removed actually some lymph nodes. I don't remember when I learned there were some lymph nodes involved.
It's a blur.
I know in the surgery he removed some, so they had to know that prior to. And he also at the time felt confident that he got them, but he could not get all of them. I want the surgery to be like, here's everything you need to remove, like with a highlighter.
Yeah.
And when they open you up, you just do that. See, there's Lucy. But he said it doesn't work that way. And the lymph nodes are just floating around, and he gets what he can.
Yeah.
He does his best. I think that was also the time we found out after that surgery that there was a lymph node wrapped around the aorta.
And that one was a serious one.
Okay. Do you know where the aorta is?
It's a thing that runs all through your body.
Okay. I thought it was, you think heart.
Yes.
So it's not up here.
No, it's through your whole torso.
Down here in her torso, closer to her colon and where the mass was. So that was a tricky one. We didn't get that one out. I still thought, we got the mass out.
Also, your mom's functionality throughout all of this would suggest she was good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
at this point that we're seeking.
Starting the whole process, she was a little tired, restless. And I know that's downplayed because she didn't complain, but it wasn't sick and in pain.
Right.
It was some restlessness at night. Do I have restless leg? I don't have as much energy as I used to.
But overall,
she felt
pretty.
Yeah, good.
Like, considering what she had going on, I think she was doing really well.
So that's another factor that I was like, oh, she'll be fine.
Yes.
And then I thought, oh, even if she does have some lymph nodes in there, like, she'll just live with it forever and feel fine. They won't actually grow or bother her.
You did have some delusion.
Yes. That's strong.
But you know what? How she was acting, she was still going to baseball games, dance competitions, hanging out with her friends, doing what she wanted with her life. Like, why would you think anything else?
Yeah. So I was fine with feeling
and
like
doctors
that.
can be wrong.
Miracles happen.
Jesus is real.
I was absolutely praying for that, for everything to be completely gone, whether that doctor thought it or not.
Yes.
They've been wrong before, like you said.
And she was so good.
So, of course,
externally at least.
I don't know if this is the case for everybody, but I feel like now that the people I've talked to, if you have any form of cancer, even if they remove a tumor, you most likely have some sort of follow-up treatment.
Yeah.
Because the surgeon explained it to Mom, like, you have a jailbreak, like, it doesn't just stay.
Yeah.
It spreads. So she started with her first chemo treatment. And it was here in town. And, I don't know if she downplayed it because she thought it would be fine or because she didn't want to inconvenience me. But I was like, I feel like I should be there for the first one. Like, that's what people do. But then also on the movies and the TV shows, they have like these big areas where there's like a family seating area next to them.
Right.
So when I went, I'm like, wow, all these chairs are full. Like, they had to pull up a work office chair for me. So,
which is wild too. I do think it should be more like expecting somebody to be with them.
I was really surprised by that. Like, I'm not complaining about that company, but I was surprised by that. I definitely felt in the way. Mom's very independent. She's always been independent.
But this is a big deal, and you're her daughter, and you wanted to be there.
Yeah. So she got 2 forms of chemo that day. And by the end of it, it was a 3-hour thing. By the end of it, she was in full anaphylactic shock.
Yes.
Is that how you say that word?
Anaphylactic.
Yeah. And she like couldn't even talk. It just happened so fast. And there's not somebody like right on her. There's a couple people in there, but like for all these people. So we had to get them. They gave her liquid Benadryl, which does work pretty quickly. But then she's like
out of it.
So out of it.
And still not great.
And you know, they were a little bit panicky, I thought. Like, I don't think this is super common. I know it has happened, especially from talking to other people. And I'm literally wheeling her out. She can't walk. And they were like, see you at your next one. She's like, what next
I will not be doing that again.
Yeah. And she even said later, she's like, I know you wheeled me out of there faster because I was coherent enough to say what I was going to say. Like, what? So
you will never see me again.
No. So they literally were like, this is all we can do. We just know now next time. And before Mom had cancer, I thought there was one type of chemo. People just say chemo, chemo. It's different for every kind.
Yeah, you don't realize what that means.
Yeah.
Until you're having to live with it.
Colon cancer has a certain type of medicine. Breast cancer has it's not like it's not a one
size fits all.
No. So, wheeled her home, got her inside, so out of it. She didn't recover from that one quickly because of all the meds plus
that's a lot.
Yeah. And they knew it, she knew it was a possibility it could make her sick, you know, all the side effects. And it did. She felt awful. She couldn't get out of the bed. Just one morning, she was just so upset because then she could not do all these things you're talking about her doing.
Right. The life she'd been living. And I feel like that was your mom's thing. Like she wanted to live comfortably as long as she could.
Yeah.
And like live her life.
Like if she had done that chemo repeatedly, my opinion for her is that she would have died sooner.
Yes. And her quality of life would not have been what it was.
Right. So I know some people, it's great and you have to think about your age and whatever else is going on. But for my mom, that would not have worked.
And I know you struggled with that at first.
I did because I want her, obviously, I wanted her to do everything to be here.
Yeah.
But then you see what that entails.
Mm-hmm. And it changes your perspective and view on everything.
Right. And that was awful. And of course, everybody has different opinions on this. It's a big
topic. It's
a big subject.
Decision.
And when people love you so much.
Right.
You know, I feel like they want you to know in that way.
Oh, for sure. So you struggled with that too.
Right.
In the beginning.
I never said anything to her what she should or shouldn't do.
Oh, no. And you never would have.
Just,
you know, it's her life and her choice.
Yeah. Just vented to you. And then we had to give that some time. I think that's when we switched to Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, are there any other options we haven't heard of? Meet with another surgeon. And supposedly, like, he's the best, but it was such a long wait. And like I said, we felt this urgency to get it removed.
Right.
He was like, no, I would have done the same thing. You know, the lymph nodes are crazy. The aorta's crazy. You know, you did the right thing. So I felt like that was reassuring for her.
Absolutely.
Then we got an oncologist at Vandy. So nice and great. Love her. Mom loved her. And she was just very, you know, she didn't push her mom to do one thing or the other.
She was like, here's your options.
Yes.
This is truly your life and decision.
So, of course, she suggested what Mom had just done.
Mm-hmm.
And Mom's like, I just cannot. And then she suggested just a pill form, 7 days on, 7 days off. And at first, Mom was hesitant about that. And I said, you know, could you just try it and see? Maybe you won't have those side effects. We didn't think she was going to have the anaphylaxis or anything like that,
right,
but from the pill, but we just didn't know what side effects. So I said, I think if you just tried it to see.
Mm-hmm.
So she did the first 7 days and obviously no like crazy allergic reaction. I mean, I know there are side effects. She did not complain, but it was like your hands and your feet cracking, things like that. She had to do it with food, which, you know, may not sound crazy, but when you have to force yourself to eat, to take medicine, if you're not hungry and don't feel super good, but she did that for a whole year, I think.
Yeah.
She tried to change her diet, you know, when people mention sugar.
Mm-hmm.
What else did she do? I felt like she did some natural
She did. She tried like some red light.
Right. Some homeopathic things.
Yeah.
Like, so all
Not
of it.
to cure it necessarily, just to help, even if it just helps with the symptoms.
Yeah.
And then if it were to help slow progression, great. But like just to feel better.
And we also, let me say, we knew this pill would basically keep it where it is. We did not think we were going backwards in time.
No.
We did not think it was going to cure it. We just thought keep it stable, keep it from growing.
As long as we possibly can.
And I thought that is what was going to happen. Just
and
keep
that
it.
is what happened.
Like forever, though.
Yes, I know that's what you thought. But it did what it was supposed to. It kept it as much as it could.
Yes. Every time I went with her, I was like, okay, wow, no change. That is really good. She did just, I feel like it was very gradual decline at the beginning to where I couldn't even notice. Like, it took me a year to notice because we went to Emma's dance competition. So she was diagnosed in 2024. I go to Emma's dance competition. She's still herself.
Yeah.
We're bebopping. Mom's doing everything. Mom's driving if she wants. She's walking Henry all around to wherever. We go the next year, February 2025. And I think I texted you. I was like, this is crazy. And it was literally the same place. We went to Gatlinburg both times for this competition. We stayed the same place, everything. So for her to have to walk just to the strip from like, I don't know, 5 minutes up, I was like, oh, wow. And then I noticed she was resting more. And then when we had dinner that night, I was like, hey, can you go get us a table? And me and Emma will be right there. And she asked for the table and they said, we cannot seat you till your whole party's here. And Mom was so upset. Not like crying. She was like frustrated because, and even I didn't realize at the time why she was frustrated.
Right. I remember this vividly.
I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's like, Mom can get spicy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, maybe the lady was rude to her. Like, because I feel like that's a general thing now. If your whole party's not here, you can't sit. So when we sat down, she was still on it. And I was like, I really didn't understand. And she was like, I do not feel good. Just because I don't look like I feel bad doesn't mean I can just stand up and wait. And that's when I was like, oh, wow, she is just like so uncomfortable. So the pain in the area around the mass was growing. She was starting to like bend over when she had to walk and stuff. So yeah, I definitely noticed then. And that got, so I would see her obviously after work. She's home resting. I don't see that.
Right.
When we're home resting. And she is still going to their games and she is still going to dance. And like, dance, she's okay inside because we're sitting. I was like, but this walk, okay. But she was still okay at baseball games. And then there was another decline of, wow, I need to park as close as I can.
Drop me off. Yeah.
Yes, to get her to the baseball field. And then it's still a hike. Honestly, there's not many baseball fields I can think of that are right next to the parking lot.
True.
So, and then carry your chair. And that took me a minute to realize because she is so, Mom has always helped me do everything. So she's not the type to be like, will you carry my chair or whatever.
Right.
So I had to really like tune into that and notice that because I'm just like zoned. Does Henry have this? Does Emma have that?
Yeah, you're focused on the kids. And also she has always been fine and she's still there. So why would you expect her to not be? Because like, I'm sure in your head too, like, oh, Lucy, if she wasn't feeling well, she would be here or like wouldn't be doing as much.
Yeah, but that's definitely not her. She definitely coming.
Yeah. She fighting through all of it.
Yeah, like that's another reason if she was down from chemo, she'd be gone because she has got to, there's nothing she wanted to do more than come to all her grandkids stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So dance,
that was
baseball,
her life.
Soccer for the other boys.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I could really notice it because obviously at home she's resting. I did notice she stayed home more.
Yes.
Because she would go watch Terry Bowl on some night and she loved it because she's seeing him and hanging out with the people.
She was a people person.
Yeah, so that cut back. I feel like that had to cut back before she could cut my kids back. But let me just be honest, she never cut the kids back. She was at Henry's games in October.
Yeah, no, she till the very end.
Yeah. soccer, September, October. She was at their last summer games before they wrapped up in Henry's first middle school season of baseball. So
that literally was her driving force.
For real. And she did finally she didn't have to, but she got like a tag for her car to park closer.
Yeah.
And she was like, I just feel like these are for people that really need it. I'm like, but unfortunately,
that's you now.
You do, so you can park closer. So she would use that for games and stuff. And the cold was even worse because everything like tightened up. Oh, not to mention she has a stent in.
Yeah, her kidney situation.
I don't even know if we talked about that the first time we talked about it, but she had a stent in because her lymph nodes were closing in on her ureter. So that was causing pain. So put a stent in for that. So she said when it was colder, that would just kind of like draw up and like be so painful. Yeah. So that was hard for her to be outside in the cold like that. So,
and even when it wasn't super cold, but like chilly nights when, you know, like the sun goes down, but it's still like 70 something or 60 something. That's cold when you're in pain too.
Right.
When you have something reacting to the temperature around you.
Yeah. That was, I think she had to leave Henry's one of his games early because it was till 9 o'clock. And like, it was one of those weird nights. You don't know it's going to get that cold.
Yeah.
So we didn't have the good warm jackets.
No.
Like after that, we got her the heated jacket. Joseph found it. You have the vest.
Oh, I love my vest. Yeah. I have a jacket too.
Yes. So got her that. She used that several times. I know it's a lot for 2 years, but
I think that until like November.
So
October, November.
Yeah. So October, she had a couple appointments coming up that were standard. Or, you know, her every 3 months oncology. She wanted to talk about having low energy again. Could she get an iron infusion again? So I was, you know, super hopeful for that. Oh, that will help again.
It did the first time.
Right. Then it was mid-October. I was at work. She was supposed to have an appointment coming up like that afternoon or the next day, but called me and was like, I have got to go to the ER.
Yeah, she was in so much pain.
And she's not even, there were a couple days, do not get me wrong, especially the past couple months that she was like, I can't be at work on time. Like I told her I'd be in later. I just need another minute to get ready. But she did. And then I'm like, okay, I guess she's okay. I mean, she was also taking a lot of medicine.
Just to function.
Yeah. We tried all the pain meds she could try. We put them on top of each other. Like, definitely the pain was increasing. Super bad when she was walking, but even being still. Pain patch, all the things. And she still wanted to be able to function, so she didn't want any, oxy? What do you call that class?
She didn't want any, like, opiate.
Yes, she didn't want any of those. Yeah, she wanted to be able to function. So told me to take her to the ER that day. I came home from work. I took her. They did fluids and
I'm not CT.
Yes. So the fluids first helped, and I was like, oh, she was dehydrated. Fixed it. Check us out.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're going to go ahead and do a CT. And I was like, okay, great. She was supposed to have one today or tomorrow anyways. I think it was the same day because I had to call and cancel it. So CT, I'm just waiting thinking it's going to say the same as it always says.
Right. No progression. We're good.
So she comes back and she's like, there's a blockage. I'm like, wait, what kind? Like, can we do some Miralax kind of blockage?
Right. What are we talking about here?
And she said, you know, she couldn't tell. She couldn't say. This has got to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So we're at the Tennova Sango ER. And when we say we need to be transferred or she needs somebody else to look at that, Mom's like, okay, well, let's go to my person in Nashville.
Yeah.
So we asked to be transferred there. And if y'all know Mom, she's got her surgeon on the phone.
On her personal phone.
Her personal phone, his personal phone. Okay. First she texted him and he didn't answer. And then she called him. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm on my exercise bike. He was like, but I'll do what I need to do from my end to get you whatever. Yeah. Come on. I'll consult with you. Whatever.
Thank you.
So, yeah. So we go up there, get transferred, do the consult, and he feels good that he can put another stent in that area, in the colon.
Yes.
She was super worried about having an ostomy bag.
From the beginning.
From the beginning. We were dealing with your colon. That's
that's obviously where your mind's going to go.
Yeah. So she was worried about that. He's like, I feel confident I can do this without an ostomy bag. So does the surgery. We come out. She's in a lot of pain.
Mm-hmm.
She's always in a lot of pain after a procedure. And I say that because the original stent, the replacement stent, now we're doing this. She does not. It's crazy because I feel like they knock you out.
Yeah.
How much pain you wake up in. It was wild.
Yeah.
Like unbearable.
Mm-hmm.
Got mostly calmed down. I wouldn't even say 90%. Like,
yeah. Enough to like not be in agony.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what she would have rated her pain at that time, but it was crazy. But he said he did it. No ostomy bag, got the stent in. Like, we'll know if this is working soon. Like, pretty quick. So we're there, wait for that to work, which, she's got to pass, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was all good news. That's all they needed to know on their end.
Okay.
I felt like Mom at that time was like, I don't know if I want to go home or not. And at the time, Joy and I were like, oh, why don't you know you'll just recover at home? We didn't think she was in pain from anything else. We thought that was going to fix everything.
Yeah.
And that she just had to recover from the surgery.
Some more time.
Yeah. So, I mean, she wasn't there maybe a day or two, like an outpatient surgery like that. So brought her home. She was up and moving around. She was walking. She was eating. That was maybe a week. And in the horrible pain again.
Yeah.
I called the ambulance that time, didn't I?
Yes.
So also after some of her procedures, she just does not recover well. She got a UTI the time before.
Like some fever.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, maybe it's a UTI because she is very out of it.
Yeah.
And I would like to add in this time, Aunt Joy had a hip replacement. She sure did. And she's my go-to of what I should do as an adult.
She's the family doctor, if you will.
I did not feel like I was an adult enough to handle this. But I called the ambulance. So they come. We go back to Tenovo. So we're back in this circle.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, okay, we are going to get her pain under control. I'm like, praise, because that has been the problem and we're so out of it. Morphine, not touching it.
Ugh.
I mean, she might get like 15 or 20 minutes relief.
Yeah. I remember you texting me and being like, what am I supposed to do?
I know. I'm like, and they even said, we're giving you liquid morphine. It works faster, but it wears off quicker. I'm like,
this is not 20 minutes of relief.
Yeah, if. And she hadn't slept at this point. Like, it was, we get transferred again back to Nashville. They say the same thing. We're going to get this pain under control. I'm like, everybody said that.
Alert. They haven't.
I'm like, I'm sure y'all have a process and this and that.
I'm sure.
But I'm here to tell you that one doesn't work.
So if we just like not do the things
double
we
it,
already,
skip it.
Yeah, already know don't work.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
So we played that game again a while. I feel like she got a smidge more relief. They wanted to do another scan, which I also wanted them to do because also things had been thrown around of like, you could have your disc slipped or a strain. I don't know, pinched nerve.
Right, like something unrelated to the cancer situation.
Right. So I was like, scan her up.
Do what you got to do. Tell me all about her.
Also, during this pretty much whole time, she has not been able to lie flat because she's balled up. I mean, even for the past year, she had been sleeping on the couch. So she could be like a side sleeper. The back was behind her. She was not sleeping in her bed. She could not lie flat. I was like, y'all, she cannot lie flat for this scan.
You're going to have to knock her out.
Yes. And so they said they could pretty much. So that's when they gave her Valium.
Thank you.
That worked.
Thank you.
That worked for 12 hours.
Good.
She
really needed some rest.
That was the most relief she had. And I don't know how long.
She needed it.
And she ate and she talked and she slept. And that was so good. And so from then on, we're like, but wait, why can't she have that?
I thought to her regular meds
all the time,
round the clock.
And they were like, well, we just don't want it to.
They don't want her to get addicted. I'm like, okay, well, she's got stage 4 cancer. Like,
right. Like, what's the issue? I mean, if y'all are going to pass out some Oxy, why can't we do Valium?
Right.
So I also learned that was just not going to happen. We asked everybody we knew. The physical therapist was in there. Mom's like, what do you think?
PT.
Yeah. Help me. The lunch lady. It did not matter who came in. I was like, Mom,
hospitality.
They can't help you. So I feel like that's to the point where I said, okay, I feel like we need to be on hospice. And even it coming out of my mouth, I was like, are they going to say no? Like, are we not there? because this all happened, like that all happened from like October 20th to
like a week later.
no time.